What's up, y'all? Hope you're doing well. We are back on Bug, first racing in San Juan. So to commemorate that, we are going to be driving the Supra, which if you never played Carbon, it is the player's car in the beginning. And just like every other Supra in Need for Speed, as well as even retuned here in World, it's just not good. Yeah, that's all I can say. The Supra, I'm not sure even in racing games in general, but outside of drag, it is a pretty terrible car. We got a Mustang Terlingua, which is a more track-focused Mustang. However, it's still a Mustang. You know, it's not like a Lotus or nothing like that. And this Supra is just struggling. And it's kind of crazy they even made the Supra like this in old games, because people really love the Supra, and once they get it, they're just like, man, this thing is just not it. I can't imagine people back in OG World just being so disappointed in this car once they picked it up. And this car got retuned like 2 or 3 times on OG, and it still was trash. But at least in this race, we got a really sweet part. That is fire. We are driving the M1 Pro car out here. There really wasn't too much going on this race. I just wanted to show me driving the M1 Pro car. This is a car that I have not driven in some time. I used to own one back on the main Cruise account, and I'm still trying to figure out how I made that livery. Because the way I made my liveries was that I took existing preset vinyls, just stick it on the car, rearrange it, and somehow a design was made. And I remember really liking the M1 Pro car design. But we got a Marlboro preset, which is pretty fire. And I really could have won this race. However, I just kept making mistakes here and there. And another thing I realized when it comes to this car, or maybe cars in general, this is an 814. All yellow parts, and we are going up against a 830, and it wasn't like, man, I messed up ending so bad there. But as I was mentioning, it just wasn't that different when racing against that guy, and it kind of makes you wonder, if you're not time attacking, why even spend all this extra cash making the best setup when, if you're just a casual player like me, slamming into walls like that, it doesn't really make much of a difference, because the M1 Pro car is a great car to drive. It was nice and grippy and had very responsive hand. And now we got the Toyota Altezza. It's kind of interesting that devs brought this car to WUG, because we already have the IS300, but it is cool to have this car in as well. Now, compared to the IS300 from when I remember last time, this Altezza pretty much drives very much the same. It does not like bumps whatsoever. I felt like every time I hit a bump with this thing, it was gonna flip over. It's not too remarkable, but this preset is not a remarkable car performance-wise. It's at 514, and that discrepancy matters a lot more, especially at the low end, when you really need all the power in order to just stay competitive. Surprisingly, I was over half the race, and I just got overtaken to be last. So I'm surprised I was able to keep up that much, considering the fact that, man, I was being so sloppy with this car. I'll have to see how this thing drives in C-Class. It might be where it's more suited. In B, it's gonna take a lot of money. And I'm not trying to spend that money. $599 this car. Now this Castor livery is pretty nice. The car does look cool. Now Tesla is one of those JDM cars that is intriguing because, at least in the area I'm at, IS300 is impossible to find. So you're better off just trying to import one of these and deal with the right-hand drive configuration. Now Tesla is an attainable car for me, but would I want to spend money on maintaining it, and as well as just the idea of importing a car? It just sounds way too inconvenient to me. And that's gonna be it for today, y'all. I just wanted to showcase a funny clip of a race with the Supra. We just got absolutely just destroyed. It was just moments like these, like, man, this game is too funny. Peace.